Are you a plumber here in Colorado? Maybe you work for a plumbing company, or maybe you actually own the plumbing company. Well, you know how highly competitive the leads are for the plumbing industry here in Colorado. From Denver to Colorado Springs, I mean, we're talking about thousands and thousands of searches each month. And are you getting a piece of those leads, right? You know, imagine if 600 people more visit your website each month, and say you got 60 more calls a month, and you close 50 of those 60 calls. Could that make an impact for your business? 50 more jobs a month, right? And those are those kind of concepts that, you know, every single agency has their own ideas. And in this video, I want to share with you some tips and ideas to help your business grow this year, next year, and every year going forward. You know, it's one of those things, even if you're working with a plumbing SEO company, a plumbing marketing company, we're not trying to replace your company. We're trying to give you tips and ideas that maybe you can go to them and give them some advice. Or if you're doing this in-house, you can tell your team, hey, let's work on this. And in the event that you are looking for a plumbing SEO and marketing company, we hope we might be considered for that. Friends, I'm Chris Heidlebaugh, and I own Colorado Web Impressions, where we help Colorado small businesses just like yours succeed online. And again, today we're talking about the plumbing industry. You come in like a superhero, right? I know, like, if my toilet's, clogged, or a pipe is busted, man, I need you like ASAP, like yesterday, right? So you come in as a hero to help people. And that's what's so important, is that it's so highly competitive, but we need to, stand out from the crowd and show that you are the expert in this industry. So how do we do that? Well, we have a 4-tier approach to this. We look at your web design, your SEO, your social media, and your branding. So let me break these down for you. Maybe one of these tips helps you today. First off, looking at your web design. Is your website outdated, right? Is it mobile friendly? Is it secure? Is it fast loading? These are all things. Like, for example, if your website's not fast loading, Google's not going to like that. If you don't have an SSL installed, it's going to tell people potentially that you're a hacker and somebody might be stealing your information, right? And what about if it's not mobile friendly? If people are getting a different experience on their desktop versus their mobile device, and it really isn't close, then there's going to be some issues. Now, granted, desktop, mobile device, huge difference, but they can still get the core of what your business is about. It needs to be responsive. So even if you built your website 5 years ago, it may already be out of whack already, right? It might be outdated. So it's very important, okay? And in terms of your website, are you keeping your plugins up to date? Are you keeping the theme up to date? Things like this. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to a website and I log in and there's 30 things that are out of date, and their contact forms aren't working, and different things, and their theme version is like 2 years old, and it can just be a disaster for your company. So it's very important to make sure you have a webmaster on your team, or webmaster looking out for you to make sure your website's always up to date, because that way Google will give you love, especially when there's no technical issues. Next, we talk about SEO. Now, plumbing SEO, again, we're talking about thousands and thousands of searches a month. People are searching for your business here in Colorado. Between Denver and Colorado Springs alone, we're talking about multiple thousands of searches a month. And are you getting any of that, any pieces of that pie, right? Just to be real, even if there was a keyword like plumbing in Denver or things like that, if it's bringing in a few thousand searches a month, even if you just got, granted, you're not going to get every single search, right? Even if you're number one, people are going to look around. But what if you got 60 more jobs a month, right? What if you got 60 more, repairs or something going on? Would that make an impact for your business, right? What is that magic number? And then what do we need to do to make that happen? Is it creating 10 more pages for your website? Is it creating a blog? Is it starting a podcast? Is it producing videos? What is the thing that we have to do to trigger you to get 50 to 60 more jobs sold each month, right? And that's where SEO really comes in. We're already highly competing against, Home Advisor, which is a joke to me, Angie's List, and all these different places. Google Local Services is a great tool. Google Ads, man, they're so expensive. But really, for me, when I work with a plumbing agent or a plumbing client, I really look at Google Maps and organic SEO. Because for one flat rate, you can get as much lead as you want versus paying for each lead that can get very expensive. And sometimes you have to have a balance between both. I definitely understand. But is your website optimized for the cities you want to be ranked in, right? That's very, very important. So if you're in Wheat Ridge or Littleton or Centennial or someplace, but you're only focusing on Castle Rock, of course you're not going to show up. And so it's one of those things that we want to work with you, find out your service areas, and help you grow to the next level. But of course, there's social media, right? If I landed on your Facebook page right now, would the image that I see at the top, would it just show like some fake plumbers? Or would it show like, maybe it's really you that's a plumber? But does it have other things like your phone number, the URL to your website, maybe something about your company, right? This happens day in and day out, where if I shared your post with somebody and I come to your Facebook page, I have to hunt and try to figure out how to get a hold of you. So right away, change your image on your Facebook page to show your phone number and things like that, so that way you can get those leads. Also, as a huge bonus tip, every time you post something, please, please, please always add your phone number and potentially add your website URL. And the reason why I say this, how many times have you posted something where it says, hey, we're giving you $59 off this service, give us a call today? And then crickets. You don't give people your phone number. You got to put your phone number on your social media posts. So that way I can just click it on my phone and I'm giving you a call. If I have to come back to your website, I'm trying to figure out how to get a hold of you and stuff. So many things can distract me on my way to your website. So please put your phone number in that. But in terms of social media, I mean, that's just Facebook. Imagine Instagram, YouTube, things like that. I would highly suggest start putting videos on your website, because here's the thing. If you have a hobby, right? Here's a test. Ask anybody in your office. Say, what do you do on the weekend? And they'll say, well, I go mountain biking or doing whatever. Say, great. Would you rather read a 3,000 word blog post talking about the new mountain bike, or would you rather watch a 1.5-minute long video talking about that mountain bike, the pros and cons and things like that? People are going to want to watch the video. Imagine that with yourself. If I'm looking for a plumber and you're talking about your plumbing services and everything in a video, I already feel like I'm building trust with you. I can see you talk. I can see your mannerisms and things like that. It's going to take you to the next level. I promise you. Okay. So really think about how social media can help you grow your exposure and brand awareness online. And of course, talking about branding, do you have different logos in every platform? Are you found on different places? Your bios, your about, are they all symmetrical, or are they all over the place, right? So it really comes down to having a great website with a great user experience, great SEO that's ethical, that's going to get you found online, amazing social media to help grow your brand awareness, and also having that on-point branding that people, when they see your logo, they know exactly it means quality, right? So if we can help you with any of your plumbing SEO or plumbing marketing needs here in Colorado, please give us a call. We'd definitely like to talk with you. But one of those things too, again, if you're working with a company, maybe some of these tips will help you kind of tell them, or maybe it's one of those things, if you have somebody in-house, maybe a few of these nuggets might help you take your business to the next level. But thank you so much for watching this video. We do hope that you find success online, offline, and in your life. God bless.